Yeah, they look like giant, things.
Yes, yes, I know what you're thinking, mercenary.
Why aren't the chrysalids attacking? Time to wake up. Are you Heyman? Marana's assistant?
Marana.
You okay? Can you move?
Cold.
Man, you don't look so good. Come on. We'll go back to the village. Marana will take care of you.
Heyman! Oh, you found him. Thank you. But what have you done to him? Did you hit him?
He was like this when I found him in the swamps. He followed without complaint, but never said a word.
He must be in a state of shock. I'll take care of him. In any case, Heyman owes you much, as I do. All of these refugees are in your debt. Please, I would like you to have this. It belonged to my husband.
Hey, thanks. I'll put it to good use. I'll take my leave. That should be enough food. We'll see what Miranda says when we get back to the healing house. Here. I got those ingredients you wanted. And some things to eat as well.
This is very generous of you. I promise you this will save many lives.
What is the point? As useless as bandaging a corpse.
That just leaves the health potions. I brought everything you asked me for.
Yes, we are making progress. Is there anything else?
I'll take my... Sybil, can I...
Yes?
We need to talk about...
What do you want me to do?
I know you want to help me, but you've got to stay alive to do that. Think of defending yourself a little more.
You're right. I will try to be more careful.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
So, how's it going with the cure to wake up the prince?
Unfortunately, no. Without the poison I told you about, I can't make it.
I brought you some.
Excellent. Just give me some time to prepare the cure and administer it to him.
It doesn't seem to be working. I was wondering too, a cure made from poison? If it kills him, you know you'll get it too, right, Doc?
A lot you know. Lots of cures are made from poisons. But I have to admit that for the moment, he's not responding to the treatment.
Shit. All that for nothing. Well, we tried. I gotta go. Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes.
I'll leave you here.
So, you...
Show me what you have.
So,
Show me what... poor guys are dog meat. But their equipment still seems to be in good shape. Mason will be relieved that his men didn't make too much of a mess of their weapons and stuff.
Get me out of
is horrible. We can't just leave that woman in this prison. We must find a way to free her from here.
Sybil, do not do that! I know this woman. She is not here by accident. She is a witch. If you free her, we all run the risk of falling under the power of her magic.
But Father, we can't just let this poor person die here. It would be inhuman.
Inhuman? That is exactly what she is, my child.
He's the wicked one. Aeolus, is it not? He's the one who imprisoned me, with no food or water, and barely clothed.
I what? You lying bitch! Don't listen to her.
Father?
She is trying to manipulate you. Use your brain, child.
I'm begging you, get me out of here. I can't hold on much longer.
Who are you?
My name is Edwin. The ignorant will tell you that I'm a witch, a sorceress, or even a necromancer. The truth is much simpler and more socially acceptable. I am, in fact, a magician. But neither as powerful nor as evil-minded as they think me.
She lies to thee. She is hiding something, and it is not her body.
You would say that.
I beg your pardon.
No, nothing.
Believe me, she is powerful. She is evil, and she is a danger to us all.
You seem to know a lot about her. What the hell are you doing here anyway?
The steward asked me to look into a dark power that has been affecting some of the villagers. Something evil. And my search has led me here. It is no coincidence. That cursed woman is the cause.
I wouldn't expect him to admit to keeping a woman captive in the swamps for his own evil purposes.
Nonsense.
And so you just trotted out here with no escort? What? Were you afraid we'd charge you extra?
I came here as quickly as possible, yes, to stop you committing a grievous error. I was hoping that you would escort us back to the village afterwards. Without a supplement, yes. Seems to me that you are quite well paid.
I've never been in the habit of just letting people die like animals in a cage, whatever their crimes may be. This woman doesn't look like a dead walker. That's enough for me. We'll take her back to Valvanor, and you can tell your stories to them.
Stay away, you stupid girl! No, no, you fool! Don't release her!
Now meet your eternity.
What are you doing to him? Let him go!
Very well. You may have him. I am finished.
Father? Father! Oh no, no! This can't be happening!
You're gonna wish you died back in that cell, you sick bitch!
Wait, wait! If I am to die, I wish to know who stands before me.
I am Vulcan, Powder Master of the Freeborn Blades. And as for the man you made the mistake of killing, he was our...
That is not my question. Who stands before me? Are you an imbecile or blind?
I might be the mercenary who's gonna grab you by your snake of a tongue and throw you in the darkest pit she can find.
From what I can see, you're an imbecile, incapable of piercing the face that hides the true nature of the Red Scribes.
Well, I can pierce your face if that's all you want. In several places.
Mock if you like, lamb that you are. You insist on believing that your employers are only scholars, curious and inoffensive. Can you not see more? Red Scribes, Ice Lords, they come from the same mold, and they want the same thing. Some are simply more successful in their efforts. Aeolus thought I possessed knowledge which he could use to become the equal of the Ice Lords. That's why he questioned me.
So what? We're at war, and getting our asses kicked. We can't really blame him for trying to find a way to stop the Deadwalkers.
Of course. It was for the good of all that I was captured and sequestered here in secret. It was to protect freedom that I was starved, tortured, and humiliated for weeks on end. It was goodwill and kindness that made him enslave a monster to guard my prison. Oh yes, I heard them, all of the screams. That beast did not lack for meat. No, indeed. Yes, in truth, the scribe was such a brave man that it was only for the happiness of his darling daughter that he tried to stab her.
That's ridiculous! You are the monster! You're a liar! My father wasn't like that! A liar! You murderer! You'll pay for what you did!
Sybil, wait! Shit. Witch, I suggest you behave yourself if you don't want to find yourself back rotting in that cell of yours. I am far from finished with you. I have questions. Lots of questions. And you better make damn sure that I like the answers.
So be it. Then I will tell you exactly what you want to hear, mercenary.
You had the upper hand. Why did you decide to kill the leader of the Red Scribes?
I desperately needed to replenish my power, so I drained his. My mood grows a bit murderous when I get too hungry, or when I spend too many days trapped in a filthy cell without so much as a toilet. Your friend was no hero. His aim was to reproduce the same ancient rituals that permitted powerful magicians to become the Ice Lords that we are fighting even now.
He was not my friend, he was my employer. And a very influential man. You could have spared him, giving credence to your version of events. But you chose to kill him, and thus any chance of them listening to you.
He was a deceitful and manipulative man. No one would have listened to me, so I permitted myself the pleasure of preventing him from harming anyone else.
The World Heart has had nothing but suffering from these magicians. I rejoice at this death. We need more like it.
Let's say I understand your reasons, but it was still a reprehensible thing to do that has put us both in a seriously shitty situation. We're gonna have to play this just right in Valvanor. We'll try to talk to the steward, or the Red Scribes will lynch you without a second thought.
We? Am I to infer that you're going to help me, gentle mercenary?
Somebody has to deal with it. You seem to take pleasure in exposing yourself. To trouble, I mean.
It's true. I hate denying myself a little pleasure, but I'm not worried about the outcome. Aeolus's daughter saw everything. She is an innocent, and will confirm everything that happened here. All you need to do is deliver your model prisoner to your steward.
Besides Aeolus, did you see any of the other Red Scribes?
I was drugged before being brought here. Aeolus is the only scribe who came to visit me during my captivity. But his second-in-command must have known, although I don't know exactly how much Aeolus was able to manipulate his puppets. If they are all as naive as his daughter, I imagine the temptation must have been great.
The Red Scribes performed a ritual in an ancient temple. Does that mean anything to you?
So that's the reason why he disappeared. The ritual was designed to augment his power. Had it succeeded, he would have become an accomplished magician, the first step toward becoming an Ice Lord. Given the ease with which I killed him, I suspect the ritual was a failure, or at least a partial failure.
Let's just say the results weren't quite what he was hoping for, but something definitely happened. There was a burst of light, or maybe flame, and this thing entered inside me.
A thing? What thing?
Sort of parasite. The Red Scribes told me it was a demon.
Neither one nor the other, insolent girl. I bring thee flames. I bring thee the World Heart. I bring thee the power, and thou, who doth hold me back with thy ingratitude and thy weak, pitiful body, thou darest name me parasite?
Hello? You still here?
Huh? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. She's kind of sensitive.
I must say, I have never heard of such a thing. It is, at the very least, troubling.
The end result is I sometimes find myself wondering who I am. What I am. That is, when we're not arguing, or it's not taking control without asking me what I think about it. Then again...
This is absolutely fascinating. I think, when we get the chance, we should talk about it in more depth. Meaning we undoubtedly need to experiment a bit. There is probably much to learn from this demon.
We'll see. For now, we've got more pressing problems. Let's finish this discussion in Valvanor. We'd better get back before they send a battalion out to look for us.
Have you decided what you're going...
I'm working on it.
Meanwhile...
You're free to do what you want, as long as you stay in the village, or with... So...
Yes, a place a spectacle.
Well... We need to rethink...
Do we have a problem?
Put some thought into protecting yourself during combat.
Are you worried about me? Very well.
I would like to... Aeolus called you a sorceress. Well, are you one?
A sorceress? Only a rube or an imbecile would call someone a sorceress. If Aeolus had even a minimum of intelligence and discernment, he would have chosen another term. I do a bit of magic, it's true, but that makes me a magician. Nonetheless, my abilities could never rival those of a Lord of the Frozen Shadows, even if I am far more powerful than any Red Scribe will ever be.
So, this demon inside me, what is it?
I can't say for sure. I've only rarely ever seen something so interesting, but all the same, I'm certain of one thing. Your host is directly linked to the World Heart.
To the World Heart?
It's a simple question of logic. The ritual performed by the scribes had to make contact with the World Heart somehow. Your affinity for flames is a crucial clue.
Okay, but what's my role in all this?
For now, you are the vehicle. You'll have to decide if you're going to use its power, or just be a simple vessel.
Can we win this war?
You already know the answer. What was the last battle the Deadwalker army lost?
I never heard of them losing a battle.
In fact, the last time was 12 years ago. In those days, Vertiol didn't even know the Lords of the Frozen Shadows existed, or that they were at war. This all took place in a kingdom in the northeast. I don't recall the name, but their victory was destined to be short-lived. A few days after having stopped the Deadwalker army, the kingdom was razed to the ground by an even greater offensive.
But then, it is possible to win a battle?
You haven't understood. Whatever the result of a battle, the Deadwalker army feeds. Whether they win or lose, they always prevail. All the bodies that fall are eventually integrated into their ranks.
It's a war of attrition.
If it were only military victory they sought, yes. But don't forget, they are crafty and intelligent. They can defeat you long before you are overwhelmed by a ruse or by magic.
Hey, cut the shit. Give me the bad news. Thanks. He'll be pissed, but I've got to go face him.
Well, first go see your steward before the villagers decide to burn me at the stake. I mean, if you want to, Vulcan.
It'll probably turn into an interrogation pretty quickly. Try not to make it worse for yourself. Don't kill anyone for starters, especially if he's wearing red.
That seems reasonable to me, for the moment. I'd rather stay here if you don't mind.
Why? You're not planning to give me the slip by any chance, are you?
I don't like the idea of getting locked up by the Red Scribes again. It might provoke me into a loss of my legendary restraint. And I'm sure that you don't want to have to scrape another one of your employers up off the ground.
Well, it's true that I prefer they remain in one piece. All right, fine. You can stay here. But if you get it in your head to run away, I will find you. And you won't like it when I do.
I'm trembling, but yes, I'll wait here.
Did you find this famous beast?
Found it and killed it. But don't hold your breath waiting for its fur for next winter. Because I didn't bring it back for you.
Excellent news. I knew the village could count on you.
Actually, not so excellent. Aeolus is dead.
Dead? But no, that's not possible. Are you sure?
When it doesn't move, and it doesn't breathe, and it looks at you with an even stupider gaze than one of your guards, that generally means it's dead, yeah.
I demand that you show some respect. The Red Scribes are a precious help to us here. Aeolus was a useful man, a good man, and he was under your care.
Don't make me laugh. Your good man had a few skeletons in his closet. He was controlling this swamp beast to keep people away. He had you all fooled. Aeolus was even ready to kill his own daughter to cover up his secrets.
What nonsense is this? How can you make such ridiculous accusations? Am I to understand he died at your hands?
He turned up all alone at the place where I fought the beast. No guide, no escort. He knew the way. And after coming after Sybil, he tried to kill his captive to shut her up. There was a fight, and he didn't survive.
What madness. What do you know of this prisoner? If Aeolus held her captive, she must have been dangerous.
She doesn't talk much, but something tells me she knows more than she's letting on about the Ice Lords.
I don't like this. You realize you may have set a wolf among the sheep.
Or maybe someone who could be useful in our fight with the Deadwalkers?
Well then, you must find out immediately. As of now, she is your responsibility. I should deliver her to the Red Scribes without any further ado, yet, after what you have told me, I no longer know what to think. She will be given a fair hearing. Until that time, she never leaves your presence. If there is the least incident, I promise you, you shall answer for it. And there is no prison here, in case you had not noticed.
Okay. Sounds fair to me.
However low your opinion was of Aeolus, his death is a great loss for Valvenar. He was meant to be looking into a most disturbing matter.
All right. I can see where this is headed. What do you want?
There is no guarantee that you have the necessary skills to handle this matter, Freeborn Blade. Even Mirana is flummoxed.
What is it? An epidemic?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. Several of the villagers have been behaving curiously of late. They have become distant, taciturn, and barely react to the world around them.
They're just hungover. You'd know if you got drunk more often. And you look like you need to.
I believe there are a few here who would know the difference. It's something else. They seem very concentrated, as though they are observing us. I feared some kind of sickness and that it will spread throughout the village.
Got it. I'll slap him around a little. That should wake him up.
My goodness. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but I must confess the results interest me more than the methods.
Well, that's gonna be my method. So let's leave it at that if you don't mind. I'm not helping you because you made puppy eyes at the captain.
Leave me, Vulcan. I don't want to talk right now.
I'm sorry about your dad. She took me by surprise. I didn't have time to protect him.
Even though I wish you could have saved him, it's not your fault. It's that witch.
Yeah, but it is understandable that she'd be mad at your father.
Whatever he did to her, he didn't deserve to die like that. She's a murderer, a monster.
A monster that maybe just saved your life.
Perhaps. But why did my father have her imprisoned? Did he know she would try to kill him?
He had us to protect him. And if he hadn't shown up in the middle of the swamp, he'd still be alive. It just doesn't make sense. We have to find out what he was doing. He must have been up to something. Because he didn't talk to anyone about it. Not even the people who were supposed to be taking care of him.
What are you accusing him of?
Nothing, really. I'm just asking questions. But I'm gonna need your help to find the answers.
I will help you. I need to know what happened as much as you.
See you later.
As I understand it, some people are behaving even more stupidly than they normally do?
That's right. They asked me to check it out.
Perfect. I'll come along with you.
Hang on. What's your interest in all of this? Is there something you're not telling me? What are you trying to prove by coming with me?
How perceptive. How brilliant.
Whatever. Just tell me what you know or think you know about all this.
All right, but keep it to yourself for the moment. We don't want to start a panic, at least not until we're completely sure of ourselves. It seems to me that I recognize these symptoms, and if I am right, these people are possessed.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm not yet certain. We absolutely must inspect and investigate further in order to be sure. But I think the Deadwalker army is behind all of this.
All right, let's go.
So, you ever...
Show me what you...
Is it true you killed the beast?
Is it true that you quit the booze?
What? Ah, that's a load of bollocks.
I thought so. But I did kill the beast.
Right. Okay, then. You and me, we got off on the wrong foot. We owe you one. That's a man's job you done.
I found your soldiers' bodies.
They were my best. I mean, it's sad. So, did you bring back their weapons? I know it's not pretty, but we need them bad.
Yeah, I brought you back their stuff. I just hope it helps the survivors.
Oh, I suppose it's better than nothing. I know I said I wasn't gonna pay you, but those lads won't be collecting their pay, so... Here, you have it.
I'm going.
Vulcan, for fuck's sake, what did you do to Aeolas?
I never laid a finger on him, Captain. But if you want my opinion, I think he screwed us over.
So you had to kill him? That was our fucking employer. Could you not take 2 goddamn seconds to think about that?
I didn't kill him. It was this woman, Edwin. She killed him.
That's what they told me. That doesn't change the fact that that dish rag of a scribe was our client. And your job was to protect him. If he was trying to fuck us over, it's up to me to deal with that. And for a starter, where did this wee tart that's spilling out of her dress come from?
She was his prisoner, in the swamp. It looks like he was trying to get information out of her, which she obviously didn't give him, considering she's still alive.
All right, then. Maybe she can be of use to us. I already spoke with Aeolas's assistant. Seems he pulled the wool over their eyes as much as he did ours. They're petrified. So they've agreed to honor their contract with us. I need you to get this Edwin woman to talk. I want to know where she's from, who she is, who she works for. All of it. And watch out for the Red Scribes. We don't want to get fooled twice.
Understood, Captain. I'll check it out.
If you can find Hawk, tell him to get his arse back here. I sent him out on a recon mission and he still hasn't come back.
Do you think something happened to him?
Well, there aren't any decent whorehouses around here, so yes, something may well have happened to him.
I'll find him, sir. I'm leaving.